got here? I set off in my car this morning, down the motorway, and I stopped on the hard shoulder, and this police car pulled up behind me. He said, "Why have you stopped, madam?" I said, "Well, I was just listening to the Archers." He said, "I didn't hear that, madam." I said, "Oh, didn't you? You're having terrible trouble with the pigs at Grange Farm." And then he got cross and he checked my whole car over. He said to me, "Your tyres are getting a bit bald. You'll have to get new ones." I said, "Well, can't I do a sort of Robert Robinson and just comb the rest of the rubber?" Then he gave me one of those on-the-spot penalties that they've just started doing. I had to eat 3 cream crackers with a glass of water on them. So I set off, and I came off the motorway, and I thought, well, I'll stop for a meal at one of these fast food places. Oh, God, it was like watching an action replay of a bowls match. The waiter, it would have been quicker to get served. It would have been quicker to raise the Titanic and see if there was any food left in the restaurant. This waitress, she came over, and I said, "I'll have beans on toast." I could see her in the kitchen through the swing door. She was staring at this loaf of bread. I was looking for the instructions. She brought this beans on toast, freezing cold with the skin on the top. I said, "Do you mind if I take this off, make a handbag?" I felt sorry for her being so slow. I tipped her £1. By the time she picked it up, it was only worth 75 pence. Somebody came running in and said, "I think your car's been stolen." I said, "Oh, no, what about my collection of insects?" And they said, "Where were they? On the back seat?" I said, "No, they're all stuck to the number plate." So there I am, no car. What do? I thought, well, perhaps I could hitch a lift. I thought, no, it's awfully dangerous, because you could get in the car with a man who wants to tell you about his word processor. I thought, well, I'd get on the train. Well, I hadn't been on the train for ages, but I was quite looking forward to it. You know, I'd seen all those adverts on the television, all those families laughing and eating kippers. But it wasn't like that. I sat down next to a man who was making a model of the Forth Bridge from empty lager cans. And opposite me was a woman with a bad cold, a blocked nose, an itchy bosom, no inhibitions. She was eating an individual fruit pie by sucking the filling up through the hole in the middle. I didn't mind her picking her nose. Just putting a bogey on one side to eat later. Across the aisle, a couple were having sex. Nobody said anything. When they finished, they both lit up a cigarette and said, "Excuse me, this is a non-smoking compartment." Well, the train was getting later and later and later because there was a big queue on at the buffet and the driver was giving a hand with the cheese toasties. So I thought, well, I'll get up at Manchester and fly. I'll get the shuttle. So I got on the plane. It was quite an old plane. I sat next to the rear gunner. I was just sitting there, and the air hostess said, "Welcome aboard. As our flying time is only half an hour, our in-flight movie will be a silent film of me on the beach at Cromer." Well, sorry, but that was the last straw. I flipped my lid. Apparently, I ran up and down the aisle, trying to overdose on non-dairy creamer. I woke up in a mental hospital. And they said, "The main thing to do is to keep busy while you're here. What do you want to do? You can either make Raffia Mats or take part in a documentary." I escaped from there by knotting sheets together to make a moped. And here I am. Got here 2 minutes ago. What? Oh, no, I'm getting the coach. Getting the coach back. Yes, I booked a seat, £30. I said, it's a bit expensive. It's a new luxury coach. It's got reclining seats, toilets, videos. So if you see me tonight, whizzing down the motorway, watching Whistle Down the Wind on a reclining toilet, give me a wave. But still, give me a lift.